Tenet 27. We seek to understand our position in the universe. Let's just say that you were standing on the other end of someone's 9mm Glock. That is a gun. And you didn't know that you were in that position. Do you think that is something you would want to know? That would be your position at that moment. If a God had full control over your life, would you not want to know this? If time never began and would never end, would you want to know this? Why would you want to pick and choose what you know about your position? Why would you not want to know the whole thing? Perhaps it is too scary to imagine or too boring. As you see, life is already scary and there is nothing boring about it. Everything about life indicates our position within it. If you were missing a part of your brain that was responsible for controlling anger, would you want to know? Would you want to know if there were a way to fix it within you? I have outlined our position all in the same section. Here, I will touch on it. The position that I speak of is the position of all people. Each individual's position gets more complex as each one of us is extremely rich and complex within ourselves. However, the position I present to you contains details that we can agree upon. They are not easy details to accept and are details that could benefit you should you decide to dwell upon them every day. You are in a particular position within the universe right now, and at all nows for that matter. So here I explain very simply many things that we know and are undeniable for the most part. We all live on Earth, the third of 8 known planets in our solar system. Our solar system is located in Orion's Arm, about 35,000 light years from the center of the galaxy. A light year is equal to the distance light travels in 1 year. It takes light traveling at 186,000 miles per second, 35,000 years to get to the center of our Milky Way galaxy from our solar system. You can see the Milky Way, our galaxy, in the night sky. After I had written all this, my neighbor, Pete, pointed to it and asked if that was the Milky Way. I was floored with astonishment at this normal lack of knowledge popping up at this time before getting ready to publish. The Milky Way is 80,000 light years across. There are billions of known galaxies that exist many more light years away, some not so far. The Milky Way is one of billions of galaxies, and its shape is composed of billions of stars generated when our galaxy first formed over 13 billion years ago, starting as the black hole that exists at the center of most larger galaxies. Black holes are stars that have collapsed under the pressure of their own gravitational forces. That is what holds most larger galaxies like ours together. Our solar system, which should have a name like System Solaris after the new name that we should assign to the Sun, uses one of those billions of stars as a center of gravity to keep its planets on their orbital tracks. Our star, which has a lifespan of about 10 billion years as a main sequence star and is about 4.57 billion years into that, is a big reactive exploding mass of the simplest element that we know of, hydrogen, made of one proton in its simplest form. Our star does not have a very interesting name either. All planets are bombarded with and affected by solar energy in various ways given their position relative to their star. Earth has several layers to its atmosphere formed in various ways during the life of this planet that allow certain spectra of energy from the star we call our Sun. This energy is absorbed by everything on the planet. The planet is made up of many different organizations of energy, namely the known elements and their subsequent parts, which are what everything is made of. Plants grow using elements from soil, animals eat plants and other animals. The universe lives by consuming itself, and yet the amount of energy in the universe remains constant. We are the energy of this universe aware of itself. We were not able to realize this when we began with false premises. This is a partial description of the position that we find ourselves in. We know these things because we have discovered them. We do not like to be lost. We like to know where we are, what is going on, and what is going to happen. If we do not know, then we answer ourselves by lying to ourselves and move on until that answer fails us. When that answer does finally fail us, we strive to replace it with something else to fill the void of knowledge. We have been doing this ever since we first wondered anything about our position in this universe. I ask that you understand our position apparently. You have read this word many times, and it is because all that we see in the universe is only apparent. It is my buzz phrase, the apparent truth. If we believe that the universe is as it appears to us, then there is no point to anything. It appears infinite. It has always changed, will always change, and we are caught up in the mixer. It really does not look great for us, but I tend to think that we will make it off this planet to survive somewhere else for a while. As we have sought to figure out our position, so as not to feel so lost, we have come to find through our answers that we are quite lost. If you do not know your position in this universe, then you are probably enduring things that you do not understand. Being abused may be your position at the moment. What do you do about it? If you do not know your position in this universe, then you are probably enduring things that you do not understand. Being abused may be your position at the moment. What you do about it will be your new position. This tenet is not for the purpose of understanding your position. This entire book is devoted to that purpose, as is, more specifically, the next chapter. This tenet is just to point out that we seek to understand our position. Humans want to know where, why, how, when, and what they are. All that we have told ourselves while not knowing makes it very difficult to realize the simplicity of the predicament that each of us find ourselves in. In understanding our position, we find answers to the questions that we must work with until they can be replaced by new and more accurate answers. The time has come to understand what we have been afraid of: infinity, change, and ourselves. There is always more. Those who do not understand that they are the universe aware of itself usually find themselves victims of it and to it.